Hi friends, welcome back to the Latina garden. I just wanted to show you some of my favorite things that I've enjoyed this summer with my garden. I want to start with this corner garden here. This area I just have been enjoying and loving how it's been changing, filling in so beautifully. These are my yard long beans, which grow these beautiful little purple flowers here. Let me see if I can get that in focus. These are so pretty, so cute. And then they grow these long beans. So there's a lot of name for these, yard long beans, Chinese long beans. I forget the other names, but it has been filling in quite nicely, which I have been enjoying to see how it fills. And then I have just been loving my garden here. It has been filled with zinnia seeds, and we have some salvia, some stock, and I have just been enjoying the variety of colors. I absolutely love this pink. This pink color is, I think, my favorite out of the zinnias. I have some yellow growing back there with my larkspur came back. It started to rebloom again, so that's exciting. I also have back here, this was a plant that just grew on its own. I did not plant seeds, but I did plant this tomatillo plant last year. I planted one over here closer to the front of the garden bed, and it must have reseeded itself. It started growing, and I put a cage on it, so it is filling in quite nicely, and I've already started to see a couple of tomatillos on there, so I can't wait to make some salsa. I just wanted to show this is just looking so good and so pretty. And I know I usually post my monthly videos at the end, but because this is just looking so good right now, I wanted to kind of show what it looks like right now. And then on this end, I had a bunch of Gladiolus growing in the back, and those have bloomed, and I just went back there and cut a lot of them off because some of them had died already, and I'm just going to wait for the green leaves to kind of die on their own because that's going to give back energy into the bulbs. And then for next year, I think I'm going to move them a little bit more forward. I do think that we need to get rid of this pomegranate tree because it does not give any pomegranates. It blooms, but no pomegranates. So I think we've given it enough of a try, and it is time to just toss it and get rid of it. We did not purchase this plant or this tree bush. It was planted here in the house when we moved in, and we thought it would give fruit, but it didn't. So I don't know. I want to get rid of it. My husband thinks we should give it one more year, but I think we've given it enough time. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? Should we give it another year or just cut our losses now and get something else? I think the fig tree would do well here. We'll see. These are some of the zinnias that I cut from this corner garden bed that were growing in the back behind the pomegranate tree. So I'm bringing these inside to enjoy them. And these are all my gladiolus that I got from my corner garden bed. Some of them were already starting to die out, so I wanted to cut them so I can still enjoy them. Another thing I really enjoyed this summer is my strawberry plant here. I one of the kids had broken the other pot I had it in, so I planted them all in this strawberry pot, and it is thriving here. It is absolutely loving the spot, loving the space. It has given us so many strawberries, and I'm very happy with this. The kids have been loving coming out here, seeing which ones have turned red and cutting those. And you can't have a list of summer favorites without dahlias. So this is such an easy plant to grow from tubers. And this is called the Diva, which is not exactly the color I thought I was getting. I got these tubers from Costco. I can't remember if it was this spring. I think it was early this spring is when I got them. And I planted them, and I've been seeing what grows. So I've gotten a lot of this color, a lot of the Diva. This is my other pot, which I just staked. I should have staked it earlier because these have twisted quite a bit here because they're trying to find the sun, right? So this was another one. I'm not sure what color this is or what this one was called, but I do not recall seeing a picture of this when I purchased the bulbs. So this was interesting. I like it. It has like these curly petals. And then this one is just starting to grow. And this one's I believe the Cafe LA. And that I do believe that is one that I saw in the package that I got was Cafe LA, and that's what this looks like. And I hope it gets bigger. Cafe LA usually should be like the size of my hand, and this one's not exactly there yet. So I hope to continue to fertilize, and hopefully I get more of the Cafe LA and a little bit bigger. Now, this has been one of my favorite things to see bloom. I bought a couple of Delphiniums, which they are supposed to grow to be super tall, 3 feet tall, around there. And they kind of died down a little bit on me because of the weather. I put it in a pot and I have been fertilizing it. This is why it is important to fertilize your plants, because now it has bloomed again. So I am so excited to see how it has been growing and filling in, and I just love this plant. I think it's such a beautiful blue and purples in color, and I just find it to be so whimsy and beautiful. So I have been very excited to see this, and it is a perennial, so it will come back as the season continues and it dies and it leaves. It will rebloom again next season, or next year, and I am excited for that. So it really likes this pot. I think also because this time I have been fertilizing it. I had another one in a different area that I did not fertilize. I just left it in there, and it did start to grow a little bit, but it was very small. It wasn't thriving very well. So I had transplanted it here, actually. So this actually has 3 plants in there of the Delphiniums, and I love it. It's so beautiful. And the last thing I want to show that I have been loving in my garden this summer is the supertunias that I have gotten from Proven Winners. They do so well. They grow, you cut it back and they will grow again. And in my area and zone 9, you can leave it and try to winter it over and it will come back again. So I have a couple of them that I have done that. This one has just started to rebloom again after it got cut back. This one as well, Tiara Pink. This is what Tiara Pink should look like, even though it doesn't on the other plant. But I've enjoyed the color. And this one I just cut back. So I will try to include something right now to show how much it filled in, and it looked so beautiful. This is my supertunia from last year. This is the bubblegum color, and it has rebloomed again. It has been in that pot for a while, since last year, and it has done really well here. This is another one. This one's a Vista, so it's a little bit smaller, that I grew last year, and it is doing well in the ground. I think I do like it in the pot more, but it kind of becomes like a little bit of a ground cover, which is very nice and beautiful. And this is another color that I got from last year as well, so it has come back. And one last one. This is my bonus plant that I just love and have seen bloom so beautifully. And the reason why I love this butterfly bush is I love the color, okay? And the pollinators absolutely love this. I see butterflies on here all the time. Hummingbirds love it. And it is just a beautiful color, and it fills in quite nicely. So this is one thing that I would definitely grow again if I needed to do it over, and I just absolutely love this plant. Thank you again for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, or subscribe. I really appreciate you guys' support, and I love seeing my little community grow. So thank you so much for being here and watching. Until next time, sow love, grow joy, and stay rooted. Bye, friends.